I declare this ceremony open. Please be seated. Colleagues, graduands, ladies and gentlemen, as Pro-Vice-Chancellor, I want to welcome you to this graduation ceremony for the School of Arts and Humanities and the School of Science and Technology. I would also like to welcome our honorary graduand, Sat Baines. The university gives great consideration to offering these invitations, and we are delighted when persons of such distinction wish to join our community. I know that you will prove to be an inspiration to our students, and we're all looking forward to hearing your thoughts a little later in the ceremony. These ceremonies are the highlight of the academic year. It is the time when we share in and celebrate the success of our students. So, to our graduands, I would like to offer my own personal congratulations on the academic achievements that are about to be recognised. I would also ask you to pause for a moment to think about those people who've supported you as you've made this journey, in particular family and friends. Graduands, please join me in a round of applause to thank all those people who've helped you along the way to reaching this goal. It has been another very successful year for our university. As we take pride in being a teaching-intensive university, I'll start with a few highlights arising from our educational provision. All higher education institutions in the UK are reviewed every 5 years by the Quality Assurance Agency in order to examine the quality and standards of teaching. We had our review visit in February, and we were delighted that we were not only judged to have met all national expectations, but also to possess examples of notable practice. In particular, our focus on the employability of our students and our relationships with employers. This included the development of the University Employability and Enterprise team over the last 3 years to enhance career prospects. The most recent data shows that our graduate employment rate continues to rise. We remain committed to innovation and enhancement within our curriculum. The university moved up 6 places in this year's Guardian University Guide, thanks to improved student satisfaction scores in course quality, teaching, and feedback. The most recent National Student Survey results reported that 87% of our students were satisfied with the university, ahead of the sector average, and we were ranked 13 in the What Uni Student Choice Awards. The Guardian newspaper awards this year saw NTU take the top and the runner-up spot in the Teaching Excellence category, recognition of our bold approach to new methodologies of learning. We also won the prestigious Times Higher Education Award for Student Experience with our student dashboard, which supports students and their tutors in conversations about academic and personal development. These are all clear signs that NTU's commitment to innovation in teaching and learning is having a strong impact on you, our students, in relation both to your satisfaction with the things that really matter to you while you're studying with us, and in your employment prospects when you graduate. I said that we are a teaching-intensive university, but we're also an enterprise university. We have a long-standing reputation for many of our courses incorporating sandwich years. Increasing numbers of our students undertake work placements, and the Hive, which provides active support for new student startups, has helped create 400 companies over the last 14 years. 70% are still trading, employing over 500 people, and possessing a turnover in excess of 11 million. NTU won the 2015 Guardian Business Engagement Award for our greenhouse gas project, where students work as consultants to small companies to reduce their carbon impact. This is consistent with NTU being one of the greenest universities in the world. We were ranked 4th in the recent People and Planet University Green League table. The university adopts an entrepreneurial approach across all of its activities. We're a major shareholder in Notts TV, the most successful local BBC franchise, and have taken a stake in the National Video Games Arcade here in Nottingham. Such projects enable us to integrate fully work experience into the curriculum. More broadly, BioCity, co-founded by NTU, is one of the most successful life science startup incubators in Europe. It provides facilities, shared services, and investment to new and growing bioscience companies. Underpinning all that we do is research and scholarship. As with our teaching, our research is also evaluated by peers once every 5 years in a process called the Research Excellence Framework. The most recent results were published last December. 100% of NTU research submitted under biomedical sciences, business and management studies, and psychology was categorized as world-leading or internationally excellent. We have a number of world-renowned research groups that have attracted significant international funding, including the John Van Geest Cancer Research Centre, which was established here at NTU by a significant founding gift and is doing crucial work on breast and prostate cancer. Central to the success of our students is the commitment and talent of academic staff here at the university, many of whom join me on stage today. These are the people who've enabled you to achieve your ambitions during your studies with us. There are also all those university staff in professional roles who've helped you in student services, student support, catering, security, libraries, and so on. I know that these colleagues take as much pride as any of us in working for a university that empowers students to fulfill their aspirations. Again, I ask you to join with me in showing your appreciation of their efforts. The other major contributor to the success of the university is Nottingham Trent Students' Union, and I am delighted they have just won the National Union of Students Students' Union of the Year Award for 2015. Well done, everybody. Each and every school at NTU strives for excellence and to provide exceptional education to our students, and I can share with you today just a few of the successes that we've achieved over the past year. The School of Arts and Humanities has continued to win national accolades for its journalism courses, which have risen to 4th in the country in the Guardian League tables and ranked in the top 200 in the world by QS World University Rankings by subject. I mentioned Notts TV a few moments ago. Launched in May 2014, our students are now installed as interns at the station this year and play an integral role in the design and launch of the station's news website, as well as the news programmes and the 6:30 show. This collaboration has been hugely successful, and before they've even graduated, all of these students secured excellent jobs in the industry. The School of Science and Technology has also had a successful year. As I noted above, the outstanding quality of its multidisciplinary research was praised in the recent Research Excellence Framework. Over the last 15 years, this school has made a concerted effort to increase the interdisciplinary nature of its research and has endeavoured to remove barriers between subject teams to make its research more competitive. This effort has certainly paid dividends, since 2 of the school's research units, biomedical sciences and general engineering, now hold the top 2 positions with respect to research quality across the university. Overall, we provide an excellent education and student experience to almost 30,000 students, including around 20,000 undergraduates. We're pleased that approximately 3,000 international students drawn from 110 countries choose to study with us each year. In our view, diversity in our student body has educational benefits within and beyond the classroom. In this context, we're proud of being a university that offers opportunities to students from a broad range of backgrounds. We have as many UK undergraduate students from the least well-off households as we do from the most well-off. We believe that promoting participation and encouraging aspiration are central to our social mission. We're proud that we create graduates who will make strong civic, as well as cultural, environmental and economic contributions to our society. We believe that in so doing, we're making the world a better place for everyone. And that is why we value our links to Nottingham, one of the UK's great cities. It is why it's important to us that our students undertake over 40,000 hours of volunteering in the community each year, and that over 450 of our staff also regularly support local charities during working hours. Now you have graduated, you're one of the alumni of this university. You join a body of over 125,000 former students across the world with whom we are in contact. As you will have seen from the display prior to the ceremony starting, they work in a range of occupations and have a range of achievements. It is a great network, do use it, and do keep in touch as you make your way in life. But in time, consider how you might help future generations of students, as some alumni will have helped you, perhaps with lectures, placements, careers advice, scholarships, and contributions to facilities and research. But that is for the future. Today, enjoy your success with your tutors, family, and friends. The Vice-Chancellor will now admit you to your degrees.
Thank you, Pro-Vice-Chancellor. We will now present graduands with their degrees, and I invite the stewards to bring forward the first group. Graduands, as you leave your seats, please remain in your current order to receive your certificates. Professor Edward Peck, the Vice-Chancellor of the University, will confer awards on students from the School of Arts and Humanities. These students will be presented by the Dean, Professor Murray Pratt.
Vice-Chancellor, the following have qualified for awards from the School of Arts and Humanities. Doctor of Philosophy degree. Felix Akinwande, whose research is on US foreign policy towards West Africa after the September 11th attacks. Zainab El-Shatiti, whose research is on tourism activity as a tool for development of desert communities in southwest Libya, the case of the Gat region. Judy Manda, whose research is on food nutrition and the management of HIV and AIDS in Malawi, a critical analysis review. Master of Arts degree in English Language Teaching. Sarah Enwer. Bachelor of Arts degree with honours in Broadcast Journalism. Louis Antonio, Tanya Brown, Ilana Campbell. Laura Clark, Katie Cornish, Bobby May Hall. Danielle Hall, Charlotte Helm, Emma Hubbard. Gabrielle Kiepfer, Nikita Kashwara, Oliver Lowe. Elizabeth Madden, Savannah Nolan, Emily O'Hare. Laura O'Neill, Declan Prendergast. Esme Sabat, Georgiana Scarfield, Cassandra Shipley. Molly Tracy, Jessica Twist, Aaron Wiggins. Lucy Acton, Georgia Adderley. Polly Bayfield, Samuel Bayliss, Timo Burbage. Amy Culbertson, Victoria Cummins, Jarlath Eaton. Anna Gibson, Jamie Griffiths, Henry Hammett. Joseph Harvey, Isabella Hill, James Luer. Jessica Lloyd, Matthew Madron, Cara May Cole. Gabrielle Melendez, Lucy Miller, Alice Morris. Chloe Nelson, Matthew Nicholson, Timothy Nicholson. Edward Quinton, Kushnam Sangara, Adam Smith. Alexander Tracy, Ashley Tuttle, Shelby Walker. Rachel Yates, Jacqueline Adedeji, Alex Gildia Trott. Kemi Ola Ocean. Bachelor of Arts degree with honours in Print Journalism. Zoe Archer, Alexander Copley, Nicole Cottrell. Georgia Farquharson, Megan Felsing, Jack Grisby. Matthew Long, April Pickersgill, Daniel Robbins. Abigail Smith, Sophie Thomas, Holly Ackroyd. Peter Adams, Amber Ahmed, Hannah Bailey. Jenna Batchelor, Thomas Birmingham, Joshua Bradley. Callum Brown, Ryan Cahill, Victoria Carlin. Arya Chopra, Alexander Clark, Georgia May Collins. Robert Conlon, Bethan Davis, Autumn Edgington. Craig Gibbons, Laura Hartley, David Jagger. Ben Jolly, Natalie Kennedy, Lauren Lee. Michael Leonhardt, Gregory Mattox Evans, Abby McHale. Alexander Murphy, Victoria Muxlow, Emily Oakden. Catherine Parker, Nathan Parker, Sebastian Pierce. Lorna Robertson, Kelly Whybrow, Charlotte Worrell. Katie York, Wing Lam, Stephanie Mulholland. That concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Arts and Humanities.
I am pleased to invite Stephen Jackson, Chief Financial and Operations Officer, to give the oration for our honorary graduate, Sat Baines, and to present him to the Vice-Chancellor to receive his award.
Vice-Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, in the world of fine dining, the Michelin star system is a worldwide measure of restaurant excellence. We recognise the increasing value of the accolade as 1, 2, and 3 stars. But what do they actually define? Of course, Michelin is a tyre company, and their restaurant guides, launched in the year 1900, plus maps and other publications, were originally for the benefit of motorists. Perhaps the French never undertake a journey without knowing about places to eat along the way. So, 1 star actually means it's worth stopping for. 2 stars indicates it's worth a detour. And if a restaurant gets the supreme 3 stars, the inspectors think you should make the object of a special journey. Our guest of honour, Sat Baines, has already travelled a long way along that journey. His restaurant gained 1 star in 2003 and the second in 2011. His trophy list reads like an exclusive tasting menu, a supreme 5 rosettes from the AA. The man Britain's chefs chose as their Chef of the Year in 2009, and a towering 9 out of 10 in the Good Food Guide, who also made him Chef of the Year in 2011, and ranks his restaurant in the top 10 places to eat. He has won international awards and appeared at events on 4 continents to demonstrate his dishes. His mother cooked mainly vegetarian dishes at home, and Sat says he never took very much interest in cooking. His awakening came when he went to enrol at Derby College, and it is said chose to enter catering courses because they attracted mostly girls. His crucial step up the culinary ladder came when he moved to work in Nottingham and read Marco Pierre White's White Heat, an inspiring cookbook. Inspired and encouraged, he gained experience under Raymond Blanc in Oxford and at London's Lescargo before returning to Nottingham. The next leap forward was winning a scholarship founded by the Roux brothers to give young chefs the chance to travel. Sat chose France and spent an influential time cooking with the Porcel twins. Their exceptional dining and hotel business, Le Jardin des Sons in Montpellier, was the model for the restaurant Sat Bains with Rooms in Nottingham. The twins are celebrated innovators in French gastronomy and inspired Sat to develop a personal, modern way with classic ingredients and styles. Top artists leave their studio at times and directly gather materials for their work. Think of Michelangelo, combining the Carra quarries to find a great piece of marble. It's the same with Premier League chefs. Sat is a great champion of local food producers. Members of his team sometimes forage for wild ingredients, such as elderberries or herbs, like Jack by the Hedge. And he has been known to go out and shoot partridges for his dinners. His learning experience also makes him a committed supporter of training for young chefs and others in the food industry. Here at NTU, Sat inaugurated our in-house food technology laboratory, which is used for teaching, analysis, and research. He even offers his customers kitchen workshops to understand more about food and cooking, helping them to prepare ingredients, to chop and fillet, and make notes about it. He's made many TV appearances and published books to promote creativity and the enjoyment of cooking. In the BBC's Great British Menu, Sat famously won the East Midlands Heat and went on to get 3 perfect 10 scores for his starter of ham, egg and peas. Sounds plain enough, but an exquisite creation of pea sorbet, poached duck eggs, and a very thinly sliced, see-through dried ham. If you're interested, the recipe's online. His menus dazzle with their subtle blends of salt, sweet, sour, umami, and bitter. And the 10-course tasting experience can feature small savouries such as chicken liver muesli or spelt with turnips. The mains could be a pork jowl with salted apple or hare with cauliflower, pear, Stilton, and chocolate. And it will be no surprise that his bread and butter pudding looks nothing like what you had at home or at school. They didn't include cubes of candied celeriac. Michelin stars put a place firmly on anybody's map, and today we celebrate the fact that along the River Trent, just away from the NTU Clifton campus, there is a place whose chef and patron gives prominence to its location and gastronomic distinction to Nottingham and the East Midlands. Vice-Chancellor, it gives me great pleasure to present to you Sat Bains, being a person distinguished in eminence and by attainments, for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Arts honoris causa in recognition of his significant contribution to catering and hospitality on both a national and international stage, and his support to the restaurant industry in Nottingham and the championing of local produce.
It sounds like someone else when you're up there that they're talking about. Last time I was up on stage like that, I think I was in detention many, many years ago. So thank you very much. I want to thank the Nottingham Trent University for this massive honour. It's something I take very seriously. But obviously this journey that I've been on and I'm still on has not been easy. It's about drive, it's about passion, it's about desire, it's about trying to be the best. I was fortunate enough when I was very young, had a very good work ethic instilled by my father. We used to have shops when I was a kid growing up. My parents are from Punjab in India. They came over in the 60s, so they had to work and obviously put us through school. So very, very good, kind of colourful childhood. So that means you start work very early. You start work at 12, helping your father run the paper shop. And I always remember a story that I'm going to tell you because I think it's quite a good kind of addition to where I am, the reason why I am where I am. When I was younger, we used to have a paper shop. I used to do paper rounds. And one year, my father bought me a bike. And I thought, wow, this is amazing. So he bought the bike. It was a rally from Nottingham, obviously, and a racer. So the idea was I could do paper round, and I thought it was great. And he goes, well, no, because I've sacked 3 paper lads. So you are now going to do their rounds as well. So I thought, what a great work ethic he instilled. But the whole area of Nottinghamshire is something that we've celebrated. The East Midlands has got some of the best produce in the world. We try to celebrate that. We've made a restaurant that has got a very strange location into a gastronomic destination restaurant. It's something that I've achieved with great help and support with the community of Nottingham. We use Arkwright Meadows allotments for some of our vegetables. We use the college in Nottingham for students, and it's something we try to give back as much as we can back to the industry. That's helped me achieve these incredible goals. And it's not, I wasn't academic at school. I was a craftsman. I wanted to use my hands. My first passion was art. I still think I am doing art, but I've just changed the medium to food rather than charcoal and canvases. So it's a very similar expressive aspect to my work. Where we are based, it's a kind of again, a strange location, but what we've proved is that it's about drive, it's about desire, the will not to give in. And this is something I can pass on to you guys stepping into your first careers, your chosen careers from this point onwards, is to believe in your vision. And there's going to be more knocks than there is positives, but you have to keep determined, you have to keep going. I really, in essence, if you look at the makeup of my background and my upbringing in academically, I shouldn't be here. But I've proved if you have a dream, you can really, really force and take opportunities and manipulise them opportunities to your benefit. And that's really what I've done. And also one thing is to accept failure as a learning curve. So failure doesn't always have to be a negative. It's like when we recreate a dish at the restaurant. We don't look at a dish that doesn't work as a failure. We just look at it as an ongoing process that didn't work. Maybe we change something that will make it work, because the idea is not to accept failure as a negative. We look at things like being self-sufficient at the restaurant, trying to reduce our carbon footprint. We've worked with universities in Nottingham before, utilising energies around us that we can use rather than electricity or gas. And I think that's a way forward for a modern restaurant. And without the team I've got at the restaurant, it's not something I can achieve the goals that we have. So from November this year, we go to a 4-day operation, which is probably one of the first restaurants at this level to do that, because this industry is extremely hard. I believe the next generation of academic students that have done the culinary degrees coming through will not want to work 80 hours, and I believe, me and my wife Amanda believe, why should they? We need to change our ways, the way we run our business, to make it more attractive so the fields of gastronomy can continue and hopefully flourish. So we go to a 4-day week. That means all of our staff get Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off, which is a mini weekend. But it's the only way that we know how to attract the next generation and hopefully do something quite controversial that other restaurants will follow. No one wants to do 5 days and have no life. The first day that they're off, you're asleep. That's no good to anybody. So Just a couple of people I'd like to thank. One is John, who's my head chef, who's up there, and he's been with me 13 years. And without John's support, he's probably the backbone of the restaurant that allows me to travel all over the world and entice the staff we've got there. And I think the unsung hero here is really my wife, Amanda, who really should be probably receiving this more than me, because without her support and leadership, she's actually helped create that restaurant into a world-class destination. So thank you very much.
The Vice-Chancellor will now confer degrees on students from the School of Science and Technology. And I ask that the stewards please bring forward the next group of graduands. These students will be presented by the Dean, Professor Martin McGinnity.
Vice-Chancellor, the following have qualified for awards from the School of Science and Technology. Doctor of Philosophy degree, Barder Al-Sheri, whose research is on molecular and functional analysis of the tumour antigen T21. Laura Fry, whose research is on cell separation and cryopreservation of cord blood fractions for immunotherapeutic applications. Laura Morley, whose research is on niche adaptive evolution and Campylobacter jejuni. Shraddha Rane, whose research is on assessment of immunological response to tumour antigens relevant to the development of therapeutic cancer vaccines. Maha Alobayan, whose research is on the isolation and characterization of transglutaminase 2 inhibitors from natural sources. Master of Research degree in Molecular Biology, Ikhazwangbe Okhiai. Master of Science degree in Biomedical Sciences, Sarah Shepherd David Balch. Master of Science degree in Biomedical Science, Tatiana Baranov, Jason Hutchinson, Dion Doku. Pauline Achian Ingban, Jamie Wells, Eyokunle Aron Oinbu. Postgraduate Diploma in Biomedical Science, Najla Alawi Abal Sword. Master of Science degree in Biotechnology, Lucy Narwo Garna, Oluwafseo Vanessa Adewoye. Haifa Abdulrahman Almani, Elena Bodenya. Master of Science degree in Molecular Cell Biology, Fahad Salem Al-Sharif. Bachelor of Science degree with honours in biochemistry, Hayley Coop, Thomas Ferris, Pooja Shah. Simon Bray, Graham Burberry, Alexander Curry. Charlotte Doherty, Elena Eftichu, Surpreet Kaur. Jack Lawrence, Owen Lloyd, Tohibat Ogunyinka. William Palmer, Joshua Pai, Savas Kuban. Matthew McLaughlin, Amanda Fairhead. Andrew Dietka, Bridget Lukakome. Bachelor of Science degree with honours in Biological Sciences, Mubashir Kadri, Jessica Godley, Louis Heath. Amy Nice, Declan Sculthorpe. Lucy Boyer, Daniel Gallagher, John Paul Hogan. Yashmin Akhtar, Rebecca Hurt, Laurie Levers. Thomas MacDonald, Thomas Butler, Jordan Hirsch. Dhruv Joshi, Valerie Mushambi, Henry Smith. Emma Woodrow, James Carruthers, Richard Claxton. Alexandra Clements, Alexander Cook. Bachelor of Science degree with honours in Biomedical Science, Rhys Atherley, Chantel Bartlett, Jordan Collier, Jessica Mellon. Kirsty Sands, Helen Serkeya, Yochi Swen. Lenka Turner, Wingshan Yip, Oluwatoyan Afolabi. Clark Chandler, Wingbo Cho, Yinlam Chu. Adam Claydon, Charlotte Dixon, Sarah Ducker. Mohammed El Shourish, Catherine Fair, Leah Gooding. Rachel Gunby, Jordan Hush, Atia Idris. Alexander Keatley, Pik Ying Lam, Lucy Lawrence. Tizi Toli, Chi Pong Leung, Sophie Newbold. Michael Norman, Rachel Orms. Vaiza Razul, Matthew Roberts, Natasha Staley. Karlam Tam, Adam Thwaits, Hoyi Tzi. Samantha Vines, James Wagstaff, Christopher Whitehouse. Jennifer Woodward, Ricky Warraker, Amira Atamna. Anamika Klein, Wei-Nam Leung. Young Phuk Leung, Sally Olney, Delvin Patel. Kaylee Taylor, Lynn Sevenora. Zam Nuri, Hina Ahir, Jonathan Bramwell. Danan John Evans, Olivia Hadley, Nikita Jacob. Melissa Pacey, Sweta Wadhare, Sarah Chiverton. Kylie Crozier, Brianny Elston. Bachelor of Science degree with honours in Environment and Leisure Management, Jordan Cohen. Bachelor of Science degree with honours in Microbiology, Jamie Betts, Sasita Khalith, Lewis Taylor. Tobias Wilson, Matthew Batson, Danielle Moore. Richard Johnson, Daniel Patrick, Adam Roberts. Bachelor of Science degree with honours in Pharmacology, Jewel Ahmed, Sanjivan Chahal, Daniel Dimmock. Ellen Gingle, Charlotte Hughes, Stephanie Lawden. Pavinda Mahal, Courtney Wells, Ashley Wilson. Jade Bramhall, Darren Chan, Chantel Farr. Nicholas Richardson, Scott Ross, Pavraj Singh Power. Hannah Cherry, Samuel Crompton. Christopher Francoise, Christopher Hall, Chloe Tyler. Bachelor of Arts degree with honours, Jamal Ritchie. Doctor of Philosophy degree, Ibtessam Almani. Master of Science by Research degree, Modeline Longjohn. Bachelor degrees with honours, Rebecca Avil, Marquita Hawkins. Daljinder Purawal, Robin Dakris San. Kavina Gums, Himalaya Patel. I now invite the Vice-Chancellor to present our next award this afternoon. This award goes to a graduate who has just received an honours degree in Biological Sciences, Ecology and Environmental Management. After being involved in an accident that ended a successful career as a scaffolder, this graduate sought the challenge of an academic career and has since applied himself to his studies with a vigour, determination and focus that inspired his peers and staff alike. He was awarded a prestigious scholarship project for undergraduate researchers, a Spur bursary for a freshwater ecosystem project. He demonstrated true academic excellence, and his work generated a data set worthy of publication. He also helped us raise the profile of the university internationally through helping to foster ongoing collaboration between NTU and European partners, and also collaborated with a colleague at Massey University in New Zealand. As such, his research benefited from and contributed to international research efforts to forward our understanding of the ecology of river ecosystems. He now plans to continue his education at master's level in Geographical Information Systems before starting a career in environmental consultancy, a role in which we are sure he will excel. The Vice-Chancellor's Award for the School of Science and Technology is presented to John Paul Hogan. That concludes the presentation of awards from the School of Science and Technology and concludes the presentation of awards to former students at this afternoon's ceremony.
In absentia. Vice-Chancellor, I invite you to confer degrees on those candidates who have not been presented in person, but who have indicated that they wish their awards to be conferred in their absence. I certify that these graduates are worthy to receive their degrees, and I stand as proxy for them. Thank you, Vice-Chancellor. John Paul Hogan, who earlier received a BSc Honours in Biological Sciences and the Vice-Chancellor's Award, will now propose a vote of thanks.
May I start by expressing what a great honour it is to be leading the vote of thanks on behalf of my fellow graduates. First thing I would like to mention is my own feeling of overwhelming gratitude towards my classmates. You made me feel welcome and included throughout my wonderful 3 years at this great university. I know at times it can't have been easy, listening to me moaning about sleepless nights and changing nappies, but then I considered that you're also having sleepless nights, though in the famous pubs and clubs of Nottingham. We had something in common. I'd like to thank my wife for the test I put to our wedding vows, particularly the lines, in sickness and in health, and for richer or poorer. Thank you very much, Elizabeth. And a special mention must also go to my mum for the support and encouragement and frequent babysitting over the last 3 years. Although our names may be on the degrees awarded to us today, we've all relied on the support of a greater team to achieve what we have. I'd like to thank the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Edward Peck, for his stewardship of the university and congratulate him on his first year in charge. Thank you also to the Deans of School, Professor Martin McGinnity and Professor Murray Pratt for presenting the awards to all the smiling faces of myself and fellow graduates. Thank you to all the academic staff for your support, knowledge and frequently tested patience. You've made our studies here at NTU a true pleasure and provided us with the greatest possible start to the next step in our careers or educational progression. The support staff must also be thanked. All the technicians, particular thanks for your support and kindness whilst we were conducting our final year research projects. I know many of us required specialist equipment and transportation, which you were only too happy to provide. Lastly, thanks should be bestowed upon all the staff of the Academic Office for arranging such a fine ceremony and making that which is already a proud occasion for myself and my fellow students and their families a day to remember. Finally, to paraphrase a famous quote by Sir Isaac Newton, if we have seen further than others, it is by standing on the shoulder of giants. I'm not for a second implying that we have seen further, though given time and more of the same encouragement we may do. But I'm convinced you are all giants. So, once again, thank you.
Thank you, John Paul. I invite the Vice-Chancellor to draw this ceremony to a close.
Graduates. Oh, doesn't that sound good? Graduates. Let me add my congratulations to those, the Pro-Vice-Chancellor. Well done. As you walked towards me across the stage, the expressions on your faces told me all that I need to know. I saw pleasure and I saw pride. They were shared by all of us on the platform, all of your friends and family in the audience. You all take the award for the first selfie of this season of graduation ceremonies. My image rights are very expensive. Thanks also to Dr. Sat Baines for his inspiring address. I think he told us that hard work and innovation are key to success, a message I'm sure you'll take away and think about. My colleagues and I came into university life for moments like this, and we celebrate the success of another group of young, and the case of John Paul, not so young, people who are about to go out and make the world a better place for us all. It's never too late to learn and to make that contribution which makes the world so much better. You've just graduated from a university that values ideas, creates opportunity, enriches society, and connects globally. Indeed, these themes are the ones that have shaped our new strategy, creating the university of the future. The strategy will ensure that we continue to evolve so that the university is at the forefront of excellence in education. We consult our colleagues across 3 of our 4 campuses, with our students, the Nottingham Trent Students' Union, and with external stakeholders. The resulting strategy is bold in ambition, clear in approach, and practical in action. I have only time to give you a flavour of what we're going to do with an example within each theme. Valuing ideas will see the development of the Trent Institute for Learning and Teaching, which will cement NTU's place in the vanguard of innovation in pedagogy. Creating opportunity will mean that in time, every student will undertake a work placement assessed as part of their degree. Under the theme of enriching society, we are creating a fund to invest in small and medium-sized companies, including student startups, that will increase the numbers of student placements and graduate jobs, by enhancing the vibrancy of the regional economy. Connecting globally will see us develop a small number of institutional partnerships with universities, businesses, and public services in key cities around the world, starting in Chandigarh in India. As you can see, we will continue to work hard to make you as proud of NTU as we are proud of you today. As we develop further our national and international reputation, your degree from NTU will become ever more valuable to you. Please keep in touch with us, as you do with the friends for life that you've made here. Like them, we want to hear about your progress in your chosen careers over the forthcoming years. Thank you, graduates, for all you've done for the university and your fellow students during your time with us, running and participating in student societies, singing in the choir, volunteering in the community, and much, much more. It is our students that make our university what it is. As you leave us, you become our greatest ambassadors. My very best wishes for the future. I declare this graduation ceremony closed.
Thank you, Vice-Chancellor. We would now like to invite you to join us for some refreshments. These are available in the Newton building, which can be reached through the Nottingham Conference Centre, and we look forward to seeing you there. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please stand for the processional music and remain standing while the platform party leaves the hall?